Привет, друзья! Как дела? My name is Fedor, and today you will learn how to use this small particle «же». «Же» in Russian is a particle. It's not, a word that has its own literal meaning. Mostly, I would say that «же» has an emotional meaning or an emotional detail that it will give to a sentence that you use it in. If I were to translate «же» into an actual word in English, unfortunately, we don't have like a one-word translation. It all depends on the context and how we use the word «же» in a sentence. So today I'm going to give you all the meanings that «же» can take and how you guys can use it by yourself in your own sentences, in your own speech in Russian. And for each meaning, I'll give you an example with «же» and without it, so you can see the impact that «же» has on each sentence within each meaning. The first meaning of «же» is to say I thought. Okay, so I can say Он же уже уехал. Он же уже уехал. Он же уже уехал. Which means I thought he already left. So он means he, же means I thought, уже уехал means already left. So this is saying I thought he already left. Let me put it in the context. For example, your friend can say, my brother gave me this gift yesterday. And you thought that he already left to go to a different country or another state, and you say, Он же уже уехал. I thought he already left. So the reality of what you thought and what the real situation is different. So you're using «же» to say I thought, or in my mind, this was happening. But «же» is used to kind of counteract that. It's when the reality doesn't match your thoughts or what you thought was real. Okay? So «же» is used for that. And without «же», the sentence «Он уже уехал» is simply a fact. He already left. You are informing someone. But with «же», you're saying, wait, hold on. I thought he already left. As you can see, one small particle «же» can have a dramatic impact on just one sentence. And this is going to happen throughout all, of course, Russian contexts and Russian sentences. So just be prepared to use «же» properly. A different example or different meaning, but also very close to this one, is when not that your thoughts didn't match the reality, but when somebody else is saying something that doesn't match the reality. In other words, I would translate this as to remind you this is what's happening. The same exact example. Он же уже уехал. He already left. But this time we're saying to remind you he already left. To put it in context as well, let's say you're having a party and your friend is telling you, hey, invite John to come over. And you're telling them, он же уже уехал. To remind you he already left. You know this, I know this, you just forgot. Let me remind you. So again, to put it like super plain, the reality of what they are saying, or the reality doesn't match what they're saying. You cannot invite John, he already left. So «же» is used to remind the person that the person left, but to remind them that they forgot something. Okay? So that's the first meaning of «же». And I would say those two combined, if I were to put it in one word, I would say in English it's however. Okay, so however, you can say, however, he already left. I cannot invite John, however, he already left. Same thing with giving a gift and you asking, however, he already left. So I thought here is very similar to I thought, right? So that's like a one-word translation. Of course, it's not a perfect fit. It's not going to fit perfectly because «же» is more of an emotional word. It gives a sentence an emotional meaning versus, however, being an actual literal word. The next meaning of «же» is to contrast things. But before we get there, guys, join our Be Fluent Camp with the first link in the description. It's our 8-week intensive for all of you guys, beginners and intermediate students, to master Russian or to master basics if you're a beginner, and to speak better, more fluently if you're an intermediate student right now. We're going to have 2 different groups, beginners and intermediate, and each group will learn a different thing depending on your guys' needs. Okay? It's an 8-week intensive with grammar, vocabulary, speaking, listening, and many, many things, and you can join it with the first link in the description. We start on January the 10th. I'll be there teaching all of you guys personally as well. If you like this video so far, you will love the camp because we will get to interact more personally, and there's also packages that include private coaching between me and you, one-on-one. And those are limited because I don't have 48 hours in a day to speak to every single person. So secure your spot today with the first link in the description. Back to je, meaning that it also has is to contrast two parts of a sentence. I can say на улице холодно. Тут же тепло. На улице холодно means it's cold outside. However, here it is warm. Okay? Or while here it is warm. So je in this sentence will mean however or while, okay? So you are contrasting the weather on the street with the weather here or with the temperature here. And je is gonna have a more of a literal meaning this time to say however or while. Okay, let me give you another example. I can say я получил пятерку, она же получила двойку. I received a 5 or I got a 5, which is A in Russian or in Russia. 5 is an A. Она же получила двойку, while she got an F. Okay, so we are contrasting. I got a B, she got an F, right? So we're contrasting these things with je, and je will have the meaning of however. But for you to use it in a sentence, there has to be two contrasting things. One that is good, one that is bad. Or one that it's one, warm, for example, one that it's opposite, cold. You know, so you have to have those contrasting things within your sentence. Next meaning of je is to say because. When we explain something and we use je to explain that reasoning. And now show the difference between the actual because, literal meaning of because with je. I can say она же не знала, где это находится. But she didn't know where it's located. Maybe the girl was just taking her time and trying to find the office building, right? And they're blaming her. What took you so long? And you tell them, она же не знала, где это находится. She didn't know where it was located. Okay? Or она же не знала. Je would mean, but, however, hold on. But she didn't know where it was. So you kind of are given an explanation. Similar to because. But because in Russian is потому что. While потому что is more of the actual reasoning. You are showing the reason for your actions, or you give the backstory of why certain things happened. But in this sentence with je, она же не знала. But she didn't know. Don't forget, she didn't know. So the difference between je with the meaning of because with потому что is je is used when the reasoning is known. We all knew that she didn't know where to go. We both knew, but you just blaming her or you are telling her off. Don't forget, she didn't know. While as потому что is given a legit reason when the reason is unknown. Okay? I would say that's the real difference between the two. So, just to recap, je in the meaning of because means you explain the reason more so to remind a person. However, hold on, she didn't know this. While as потому что is to give a legit reason for your actions. Next meaning of je is in questions, where we have to specify exactly what a person needs or where something is located. For example, I can say, мне нужны фрукты. I need fruit or fruits. And the person can ask me, и какие же? And which ones exactly? So in this one, je means exactly. Which fruits exactly? Because there's bananas, oranges, apples, other things, right? And he's asking you, и какие же? Which ones exactly? Okay, and that's when you answer, okay, I want apples, you know? So je in this one means exactly, or which ones, specify which ones. Don't just leave it as a general fruit, because that can give you any kind of fruit, right? Maybe a different example can be, you can say, я здесь, I'm here. And the person can ask you, и где же? And where exactly? И где же? You know, I'm here. Here can be anywhere. Specify exactly where you are. И где же? So je in this one will mean exactly as well to clarify, to narrow down exactly where you are located. Next meaning of je is when it means the same or in the same exact way and is going to be used with other pronouns. Let me give you a list shortly. So the first one is так же. Так means to do something in a certain way or so, to do it so, like this. And je means the same. So when we say так же, it means we're doing something in the same exact way. So maybe it's cooking. I cook my eggs runny and she cooks them также, in the same exact way as me. Okay, so также means the same exact way. We do things in the same exact way. Next is тогда же. Тогда means at that time, and же means the same. So тогда же as a whole means at the same time, or right then and there. Тогда же. I did one thing, and тогда же I did this thing. So why are you surprised when I got this done? I got done in the same exact time as this. Okay, тогда же means the same exact time. Next one is там же. Там же means in the same location. Там means over there, and же means the same. So там же means in the same exact spot. For example, I saw my friend at a store, and I saw my second friend там же, in the same exact location, in the same exact store. Okay? Next one is столько же. Столько means this certain amount, and же means the same. So столько же means the same exact amount. I can say, how much is this t-shirt? They can say $15. And then I ask, how much is that t-shirt? They can say, столько же. The same exact amount, $15. Same exact amount. Okay? So maybe же means exact. Same exact amount. Over there exactly. At the same exact time. So maybe je will be the same or exact. Now, it's up to you, whichever one you prefer to use. And the last one for today, the very last phrase is тот же. And тот же means the same exact person or the same exact thing. Now, тот means that person or that thing. Тот же together means the same exact person or the same exact thing. Тот can be changed depending on the gender. It can be та же, тоже, or те же, depending on if it's masculine, feminine, neuter, or plural. If you're familiar with those, then you know how to use them properly. And if you're not familiar with those, make sure to check out our Beef Link Camp with this button right here. We cover all the basics, including the gender. And that's it. I've given you all the meanings that je can take, and I hope now you can use it properly within your own sentences. That's it. See you all over at the camp.